Go outside. Come on. Let's go. Oh, you silly dogs. Well, I got some things going on here. Let's see how the birds are doing. We had one bird get away from us, so we only got 4 left. 4 birds left. He fell out. I tried to catch him and it flew here and there. Flew so far, so now I just couldn't catch him, so we had to let nature do its course on that one. So, that being said, we, for some reason, had a tree fall over in our driveway. I looked it up. In all my 54 years of living, I've never seen a green tree fall in the summertime, wintertime, or any time. But I did some research and it's pretty common, I guess. I forget what they call it. But I got to get that out of the way. So I got to get my John Deere going, which I had to get a filter for it because a month ago it's out there in the pasture somewhere. I was brush hogging. It's out there somewhere. It's the other side of that tree there, but I had to get a filter for it so I can continue brush hogging. Then this tree falling over, that's another issue. So I got the dogs out. Cowboy, Duchess, Bella. Just kind of letting them get the piss of vinegar out. And it's hot around here. It's between 100 and 115. Yesterday at 5 o'clock it was 117. So, yeah. We make sure them old birds are alright. Like I said, we had one get away from us. Birds are still there. Right down yonder, I got to get that tree out of the driveway. For some reason it fell over. I have never seen a green tree fall over in the middle of summer. I've seen them in the winter time, whatnot, snow and ice, heavy. Like I said, I did some research on it, and it's pretty common. I've never seen it in 54 years, so I got to get my tractor going. Get my tractor going. Put this filter in it, because the filter clogged up. I'm going to try to put a chain on it and pull it all the way out. Hopefully I do not have to get the chainsaw out, for the simple reason is I'm the only one here. And that being said, if something was to happen, well, ain't nobody come to me except y'all. So let's get the dogs and the John Deere. They love to ride. Load up, John Deere. Let's go. Load up. Load up. Come on. Load up. Nah, wrong load up. John Deere. Let's go. Load up. Bella, load up. Cowboy knows where it goes. We're Duchess. Duchess. Load up. Load up. Load up. Load up. Let's go. Come on. Duchess, come on. Good girl. Stay. All y'all stay. Stay. Find the keys. There they are. Duchess, load up. Load up. Duchess, load up. Come on. Load up. Come on. Load up. Stay. Stay. Stay right there, my good fellow dogs. Don't move. I gotta get some tools. Change this filter in my John Deere and everything. Cowboy, load up. Load up. All right, y'all stay here. Me and Bella go. Load up. Load up. Load up. Load up. Load up. Load up. All right, stay right there. Let's get the old gator. Get things going. It's kind of hard doing this with two hands. One's got a camera. And that is not going to work. What am I in? Park? What is going on here? That motherfucker just plugged up. Are you shitting me? You're fucking shitting me. Yeah, we got battery issues, so I guess we're going to take what I love, the Z-Force 950 Sport 4. So, all right, y'all. Let's go load up in it. Come on. Other load up. Let's go. Come on. Let's load up in it. Hi, Grim. Whatever that is. I have no idea. But, yeah. Load up. Load up. There's one. There's two. This one I got to help because she don't jump too good. Come here. All right. Keys are in the house. Let me go get the keys. I'll be right back. Yeah, I can go through that one. Stay. I'll be right back. We got to change that filter in the old John Deere so we can get that tree cut out of the road. I have no reason why, or know any reason why it fell over in the road. So, my John Deere battery is dead. I usually take the John Deere doing farm work, but I guess I'll take the Z-Force 4-seater. What am I looking for? I forgot the key. There it is. It went behind there. Wow. Okay. Well, luckily I got another. So I know where that key is. This ain't nothing going right in, is it? That key should be right here. And if it ain't, I'm pretty well done. Which I have no idea why that is there. So I'm gonna go back in here and see if I get the other key. Y'all stay tuned, man. This will be a minute. I do not know why things happen the way they happen, I must say. So, that being said, just give me 1 minute. That's all I ask. And I'll be right back with you. As I thought I would be. A lot of shit. Unless that. Oh my God, dude. And things go boom. Believe that shit. What the hell is going on? Well, the key went behind the stove somewhere. I do not know how. There it is, I hope. Last time I did something like that, it broke. All right. Do something back. We got that. God dog. Finally got the key. Now let's get ballistic. So, Grim, what do you mean know the sauce? Let me know what you're talking about. Well, thank you, Grim, for liking and subscribe. Slow your face. Can I slow my face? I have no idea what that means, but okay. All right. Slow my face. That does not make sense to me. But let me get my tools. I got that. All right, y'all tuning in. I got a John Deere tractor right out there. You can see it. I got to put this filter in it because the filter clogged up. I've been brush hogging and everything. And at the same time, for some reason, I got a tree that fell over in my driveway in the mid-summertime, which I've never seen that happen before. So, that happened. And I got to get that tree out of the way. And at the same time, I got to get that tree knocked over out of the way. It is a hassle starting to grow thorns on it. And we ain't going to have thorns around with the grandkids, if you know what I mean. So, we're going to get out here and we are going to change this filter on the John Deere. I'm going to knock that tree down. Hopefully I can pull that with a tractor and just pull it to the brush pile. But if not, I'm going to have to use a chainsaw. So, that being said, I got the dogs loaded up in the Z-Force CS Moto 950 Sport 4 because my John Deere will not start. It showed battery issues. So I'm going to take the CF Moto and see what I can get done. And it's non-stop. I swear to God, something else is going to happen. You wait and see. I bet you the battery will be dead or something. Out there in that John Deere. What did I do with my coffee? Got to have my coffee. Can't do without my coffee. And I did something with it and I have no idea. Is that it? In the John Deere. When I tried to start it, we'll see. Yep, that'll be it. So let's get the John Deere. Let's go out here in the pasture. See if we can get the tractor going. That wasn't really hot, y'all. That was just semi-warm. Been one to shave. Okay, hold on, sweetheart. There they are. Scoot over. Scoot. Scoot. That cowboy. That old cowboy. If y'all seen him in the other videos, if y'all go to my channel, you'll see riding our side-by-side to a Civil War hideout. And he's in it. So, that being said, let's get things going here. And I'm forgetting something else, and I do not know what. Hold on just a minute. I do not know why everything has to go to hell at one time. If y'all know, let me know. Grandma, I don't know how it fell. All I know is my wife come in at work from work. It wasn't down yet. 10 minutes later I walked out, let the dogs out, and the tree was in there. I walked over there and it was still crackling and everything. So I did some research. It's something to do with the heat and whatnot. Like I said, at 5 o'clock last night or yesterday, it was 117 here. My 54 years, I've been in the country all my life, and I have never seen anything like it in the heat. But they say I looked it up on the internet or whatnot, it said it's common. It's just not as common as the winter time or fall or spring or whatnot. So yeah, I have no idea. It kind of bothers me because it's a mulberry tree and I like to get berries off of it because I'm country and whatnot, and we like to make homemade mulberry pies and all that. So I have no idea, but I do got to get it out of the way. It looks tacky around here, which, that being said, I mean, I got a lot of work to do here. I work in the oil field. I'm 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, and we had like tons of rain. And I got a promotion, so I was gone a month instead of 2 weeks and everything. And me being gone 2 weeks, or that month, things have grown up. We got the grass cut and everything. We still got a little yard work, and my wife, she works a full-time job. She can't just do everything on her own, which the humidity here in the south, the southern states are a lot different. You gotta your heat index is a lot of humidity. If it's 100 degrees where y'all from in the north or whatnot, it's like 120 here. That's the only way I can explain it. And us being up in age and everything, I do not want her out. I'd rather it grow up and I do it myself. Trust pigeons. No idea what that means. But anyway. Let's see. We're fixing to head that way. I'm always forgetting something. Always forgetting something. Now I'm on my way. I got everything. Let's get this John Deere going so I can get that tree out of the way. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to have to hold off on my brush hogging. Because I got to get that tree out of the way. And then, at the same time, I'm going to push that one over or try to. It's only a 950 John Deere, older model. I won't get a brand new John Deere. They're China made. They're cheap made nowadays, but the old ones, I'll buy them all day long because they're the real deal, American made. With that being said, we're going to get this John Deere going. I know, babies. Hold on. Hold on. Make sure I got everything, tools and whatnot. Did I get that crescent? There it is right there. Got the crescent. So, y'all give me a little time when I get out there. I'm going to have to set the camera up so I can do some work. It's kind of hard to do. Changing a filter with one hand, if you know what I mean. I do this, try to give y'all a little bit of my life. You know, the Arkansan Outdoors. I was going to go run some catfish lines today, but priorities got in the way, so I just uploaded a video a couple of days ago, our adventures to a Civil War hideout, which it's a Civil War hideout up on Mount Magazine, where I was raised and everything, and I want to do a video on that. I finally got that taken care of. And everything. Got another video of riding our dual sports, our dirt bikes in the West Texas desert. If you like karma, well, or carnage, I mean, well, there's carnage in that. So, anyway. Fixing to start the old side-by-side up. The Z-Force. $950 Sport 4. If y'all want to buy a side-by-side, I bought this 4-seater brand new for $18,000. If that's something to your likings. But that being said, y'all gonna have to deal with me here. Sorry about that. I lost I hit the wrong button. Alright, let's go to the pasture. Let me get y'all some footage driving. Leave a comment if you want to see me drive to the John Deere instead of seeing my ugly face. Because I've never claimed to be pretty. I promise you that. Well, no comments, so I'm going to let you watch us drive. Because I only got one view, which one view is all worth it. Now I got 2 views, so that's worth it. And that being said, let's go to the old John Deere, see if we can't get her started. So I can get that damn tree all the way. Whatnot. I'm in my garage fixing to back out the CF Moto Z-Force 950 Sport 4. I know, babies. Y'all hold on. Here we places. That being said, it's in my driveway, and I have no idea why it's there. No idea whatsoever. So I gotta get my John Deere going. Come on. Y'all get out. There's one out. Come on. There's two. Duchess. She needs a little help. She always scared for some reason. So if y'all give me just a minute to set this camera up, I gotta change the fuel filter in this John Deere. It started for me and whatnot. I gotta get it going. So y'all just give me a minute. I'll get the camera going. It keeps falling out, huh? For some reason. I don't know why, but it does. And there it is. Should go up farther than that, I thought. Maybe it don't. I still got 4 watching. That's a good sign, I guess. But there is a filter. That up. Right in here, I gotta change everything. So, that being said, I'll try to set y'all up the best I can. Don't know if it's gonna do any good, but we'll see. I gotta change that filter. Gotcha. Let's see how I'm gonna do this. There's one still working. Like I said, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but turn the camera around. I got to change this filter in this John Deere. Maybe if I put it right here, y'all can see what's going on. If I can see that filter, I'll be happy. If y'all can see it. There's my hand. Right there, if you see my hand, I'm changing that right there. So, that being said, let me turn the fuel off. I think it's off. We'll see. And if it ain't that, I'm going to have to air it up or air it out. Damn. Something like it's been years since it's been off. Tighten it, see? Alright, here we go. Anybody tuning in, I'm just changing the filter. Fuel filter on my 950 John Deere. Look, that gas is still on. Maybe, yeah, that's probably what's wrong with it. All that shit. Would y'all say it's a fuel filter? Y'all tell me. Bunch of junk in that. I think it's a fuel filter. So, let's put this new one in. See what it do. For some reason, I have got something going on. There you go. Right there is what I'm talking about. Put that back on. All that shit. Oh crap, excuse me. Get that fuel filter back on. Tighten up that bow. That's called a bow. Y'all give me a minute. I gotta wipe my hands. Still might have to air it up. We shall see. I did good there because I didn't forget about that. Alrighty. This shows the B on. So let me hook the battery up. Make sure she starts. We just changed the fuel filter on here because it wasn't doing good. I was brush hogging last month and I had to leave it right here. God dog it. I forgot some tools, but we're going to do some redneck ingenuity and make it work. For a simple reason, that's how we are around here. Got that on. And the keys gone. Good Lord have mercy. Like I said, something's always going on. Come on, Duchess. Load up. Bella. Load up. Duchess. Duchess. Come on. I gotta go back up here. So I forgot the dang key to the tractor. Come on. Come on. All right. Back in those Z4's 950 Sport 4. Because my John Deere battery is down, that's what I usually use to do my work around the property. So I just hope that key to the tractor is hanging on the wall like it's supposed to be. And we shall see when we get there. Let's stay. Let me go do this again. Let y'all know why my John Deere battery run down. This right here, which I usually don't at the sound bar. I left it plugged up. Anything you do, even in that CF motor right there, I got a sound bar in it. Kimimoto 80s sound bar in it. If you leave it hooked up and you are not driving it, it will run the battery down. That's what happened to the John Deere. And I usually use the John Deere to do my work around this 25 acres I got back when I used to have cattle and whatnot, but I still use it for other things. So we are going to get in our Z4's 950 Sport 4. And it ain't no 23 or 24 model. It is a 25 model. Last year I had put a lot of miles on it. If you follow our channel, you'll see why. I love side-by-side. I love getting out. The Arkansan Outdoors. So I ask you like and subscribe. Posted a video last night of us going to a Civil War hideout. the heat. But y'all stay tuned. Well, where's my freaking deal? Let me go back. There it is right there. So, let's see if we can get this thing started. Hopefully it starts. Devin Farrell, if you're out there, your mechanic ingenuity will be perfect for me right now, because you are a mechanic. So, and it's not starting for some reason. What's going on here? Make sure I'm not. That's it. Did that work? Maybe not. Probably got a little air in it because of that filter. Let it run a minute. I'm thinking it's aired up again. So I'm probably going to have to air it back out. Well, I believe there's air in it. Let me show you a little trick here. Watch it not work this time. Usually, these injector valves or whatnot right there, usually bleed that, and that. Well, I'm going to show you a little something. That's 3 injectors you got to crack and let air out. Well, let me show you something here. If I can do it. You actually only got to do one. And why do I say that? Ask me how I know. If you got one of those John Deere's, if you go to your injector here, right there is the only one I got to crack, instead of cracking all 3 injectors. So let's see what this does. Let's see what she does. And I do believe it's a 3/4, if I'm not mistaken, but today it's a crescent size. So crack that. We got her cracked. And we got fuel running. Let's see what she'll do. See them bubbles? When it's done, it'll be straight fuel. For some reason, still bubbling, but I ain't got the time to figure it out. I got a lot to do around the property, so what I'm going to do is shut it. And that's all I do to bleed my Perkins 3-cylinder. I don't go bleed all 3 freaking injectors. I just do that one. And it seemed like she's doing fine. So that being said, just a little bit of hillbilly ingenuity there. Got her going. take this side by side back to the house and just walk out here. I don't want to leave this thing out here or whatnot. I'll fix everything when I get back. And kind of show you what I'm doing. I'm sorry for all the shakiness on the camera. It's just I'm trying to do two things at once, so y'all just bear with me. Use your imagination, I reckon. We're going back to the house right now. I got to get that tree out of the way. That's all I can say about that. And I'll probably be walking right back out here. My wife's at work. Tell you what, man, you know the Bible says, for the punishment of Adam and Eve's sin in the Garden of Eden, the man shall work hard the rest of his days, and the woman shall give childbirth. That was the wages of them sin. But nowadays, I'm going to tell you right now, I wouldn't have what I have if it wasn't for my wife. I couldn't do it by myself. I leave town. I go to West Texas, working on drilling rigs, which I've done for 30 years. Yeah, I probably could pay for it, but we wouldn't have to pay for our house. That's about it. But that woman is a worker and she's a go-getter. I can honestly say, without her, we wouldn't have nothing. Dang good with money. Dang good with everything. She's a woman of every man's dream, I promise you that. Yeah, don't forget the stuff. I might make a round with a brush hog just to make sure everything's going to be good with it. Change that filter out. I have got to get this tree that fell over out of my driveway. And that being said, so I got everything there. I'm going to have to walk back to the pasture. Freaking John Deere. It ain't your fault, buddy. Yeah, I rely a lot on my John Deere. I really do. But I better unplug it right now. If y'all got a sound bar and you park it, unplug that because it will drain the battery, and that's what's wrong with it right now. So I have to charge that battery back up and get everything that I need. Go without my snuff. Like I said, I'm backwoods. I dip. It is what it is. That's all that it is. I have got to get that tree out of the driveway. You see that tree right there? Now let's go see if we can get ballistic. I ain't walking down there, I'm going through the fence. Like I said, make a round with the brush hog, make sure everything's going all right. Then we're going to come here. Hopefully I'll get to this tree. I'm going to knock it over with the front end loader. I have got to get that out of the way. I have no reason why that fell. Broke loose up there. It's in my driveway. Kind of hate it because it's a mulberry tree, and I love the mulberry. I love one of my things. We've had this place since 2019. That is one thing that we did. I love doing is picking the mulberries off of that tree right there. And now it's gone. It's in my driveway and I gotta get it out of there somehow. So let's go to John Deere and let's get some things done. I know it's a little shaky, but I can't help that, people. I'm walking. When I set this camera up doing what I'm doing, y'all be able to see everything. Part of working on the property, you know. Again, anybody shows up there, I ask you subscribe and hit that notification bell. I got some pretty good videos. I think they're pretty good. Apparently nobody else does. If you like history, we just went to a Civil War hideout a couple of weeks last month. Got that video done. If you like motorcycles, I work in the West Texas desert. We just done a video about 2 months ago. I done a video on that. That's what it was. I'm parked right here in this spot, and if you look, I brush hogged from them trees all the way over here, all the way around this property. And already, I've been gone a month till the tractor broke down. It needs brush hogged again. So that being said, I'm going to make around the pasture here. Make sure everything's going alright. I have to change the fuel filter on this John Deere. Couple around the brush hogging, I hope. go. Being said, let's see what you'll do. Well, found another problem. I have got a I gotta go get some air my tire up. God, oh man, never ending out here. I promise you that. I really would like to get that tree out of my driveway. Y'all ever have issues? These little things just pop up when you're trying to get something done? Because I do. You got to deal with it and go on, I reckon. So, again, sorry for the shakiness. I'm a walking, and I'm not up to par on certain equipment. Yes, I do. Dealing with a GoPro Black 13 and a regular Hero 4K. You'll see that. But I also use my phone. I need 3 cameras going until I get up to par on everything. I ain't going spending thousands of dollars just to do what I gotta do. I'll build it up as I go. That's just how that's just how we roll around here. Most people, these youngsters, they run. I see it in the oil field, make good money, and they're broke when they come back to work. So they done spend all this money on something. Make sure you got money to back up what you're doing. That's what I believe. Y'all just hang right there. Let me get this air tank filled, and we'll get back out there. Yeah, I'm letting the air tank fill up. Got a flat tire on the John Deere tractor out here in the middle of the pasture. Get this out of the way and Hopefully. Get that tree out of the driveway. I get this tire aired up, just change the fuel filter in it in the John Deere tractor. I got to see if I can pull that tree out of the driveway. If y'all can see it. But it is what it is. And that's all that it is. So, forgive me for being back and forth, but I love shooting YouTube videos. But you do got priorities you got to take care of too. And that's the reason I'm filming. Kind of show y'all what we do around here when the time comes. Anyway, we'll be right back. That's the tree I'm trying to get out of the driveway. Mm-mm. Hell yeah. All right. All right, we back. Got air in the tire. Let's see if we can get this thing going. Hopefully we do. I don't know if anybody out there, I see one here, but it is hot. Y'all don't mind checking the what the temperature is around Fort Smith, Arkansas? That'll tell me a lot. With that being said, let's see if we can get this thing started again. first time catching sport board. Brushed off this a month ago and it don't even look like it. Well, I can't lift it with a front end loader, so I'm gonna try to put a chain on it and see if I can pull it. Y'all stay tuned, so come over here and get a chain, see if we can pull this freaking tree out of this driveway. Well, people, the John Deere 950 pulled it out, but she's trying to ride wheelies on me. So I am attempting to use my 2020 Tacoma four-wheel drive with a crop system. So let's see what that'll do. I'll get back with you. otherwise, the Tacoma done good, I must say. But I'm in a bind trying to get it through the gate. So let's see if we can't take the tractor down there, push it around. Come back and get that other one if I can get this other one through the gate down there. We'll see. Kind of a bind trying to get this one of them through the gate. Got my Tacoma pickup hooked up, pulled in. 950 pulled it, but it's popping willies. 950 John Deere, that is. So, we shall see. I can just push it around just a bit. We should be alright. gotta push that thing around to get it through the freaking gate right there. Fixing to tear up my gate. And there's more than one way to skin a goat. And we just did it. Alright. So Well, I got one limb out. Let's go see if we can get the other. I'll get back with you. It's coming out. Like when 4 low and it's sort of good, like it wasn't even that. I am impressed with that Coleman. I put out 3/4 ton, 7.3 diesel with that thing. Maybe it's not, but I had to do it. I just think it's good. But it's good. So, but anyway, that being said, I'm going to share a little bit of stuff in the old home place. They got a place called 20 acres out there. But I just wanted to see what the Tacoma would do. I put it in 6 places. So John Deere wasn't working, so Tacoma was the next thing I had in line for the post. And I did have to get it out of the driveway. I did use the John Deere to push it out of the way, so I got to get a chainsaw and set it up. I don't totally destroy my fence. With that being said,